Hello learners, today we are revising computer application 1 practical November series, that is for the 2022, and we're going to just dive right into it. Already I have typed my data. As you can see, I've typed my data. Whenever you're given this task, you're supposed to type your data exactly as it appears on your question paper. Now we have some data here, and it says this is task 2. Figure 1 is a spreadsheet extract showing food items sold by Fresh Food Cafe. Use it to answer the questions that follow. So we have our data. Make sure you put it exactly as it appears. Fresh food, 25th March 2021 and all that. So I've typed in my data. Let us go straight to the questions. So question 1 says, open a spreadsheet program and key in the data in sheet 1 as it appears in figure 1. Save the workbook as cafe, the next exam folder. So you put it exactly the way it is, then you save it to the next exam folder. Then question 2 says, rotate the column headings in row 3. Rotate the column headings in row 3. Here we are. Row 3. Row 3 by 45 degrees. First of all, what you do, you select it. This column headings at that point. Then this is where you rotate it from. You click here. They've said 45. Just click like that. So that is 45 degrees. Now, we're finished with that. Question 2. Format the cells in the range D4 to D14, D4, D4, this is that point, to D14, D14 is here, D4 to D14, up to this point, from this point to this point here. D14 to be of currency type and have a prefix Kenya shillings. Now, first of all, you select up to D14, up to that point, then you come here. This is where you select, you click here. They've said it should be of currency type, so you click on currency. Then they're saying that the prefix should be in Kenya shillings. Come back here, you go to more number formats, you click, then you come to the symbols. So you look for the Kenya shillings symbol. Okay, here we go. We have it here. Kenya shillings symbol. There we go. Then you say OK. So that is done. Then B, using a function and cell reference only, compute each of the following. Compute each of the following. Number 1, amount sold for each item. Amount sold for each item, for chips, for stew, for rice and everything. Amount sold is going to be the unit sold times unit cost. So we use which function? The sum function. Is equals to sum, is equals to sum, open the bracket, then you just drag this from this point to this point, close the bracket, press enter. Then you pull it down from this point to that point. So you have gotten all the amount sold for each and every item. Let us go to number 2. Total sales for all the items in cell D12. So in cell D12 is where the cell D12 is total sales. So you add all this. So it's going to be, it's equals to sum, open the bracket, from this point D4 to D11, close the bracket, press enter, like that. So it's that. Then question number 3, number 2 that is, number 3, VAT amount on the total sales. VAT amount on the total sales using the rate indicated in cell D13. Now the rate indicated at cell D13 is 15%. So we're going to get 15% of the total sales. So I'm going to just put your function here is equals to, open the bracket, so it's going to be 15% divided by 100 times this one, 2470. Close the bracket, press enter. So it's going to be 370 and 50 cents. That is going to be 15% of the total sales. Now, next question. VAT amount, the total sales including VAT amount in cell D14. Now, in this point, we're going to calculate all the total sales plus VAT and put it in this cell. So we're going to add total sales plus VAT. So it's going to be is equals to sum, open the bracket, from this point to this point, close, like that, press enter, good. So it's going to be 2,840 and 50 cents. That is going to be total sales plus the VAT. Now we have another question, C. Using the if function, insert a remark that displays the comment, excellent sales for those items whose amount sold is greater than 20,000. Otherwise, good sales. So at this point, we're going to put our remarks. We're saying that the condition is that if the sale is greater than 20,000, the amount sold is greater than 20,000, we're going to say excellent sales. Now, for those that are below 20,000, we just say good sales. So we're going to use the if function is equals to if is equals to if. Now, amount sold for chips plain is greater than or equal to 20,000. 20,000, comma, quotes, excellent sales. Excellent sales. End of quotes, comma, otherwise good sales. Good sales. Oh, forgotten. Good sales. Just like that. End of quotes. Close the bracket. Press enter. Like that. Then you drag it down from this point up to that point. So those are our remarks. Done with that. Then question number 2 of C, using conditional format feature, apply a yellow fill with dark yellow text in cell range D4, D11, D4 to D11 in cell range D4, D for values less than Kenya shillings 1,000, for values less than Kenya shillings 11,000. So we're going to use the conditional formatting. I'm going to select this point. After that, now the value for the cells less than 1,000, we're going to put a yellow fill. So formatting, yes, the new rule. Then you come here, lowest value should be a number. So the lowest value is 0, but the maximum value should be 1000. So what do you do with the, you put a color there, yellow, if indeed it's true, you keep yellow. Okay, so that changes like that. So we've done that. Then you save the changes to print out later for all that we have done. Now, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe so that whenever we post a video, you'll always be the first one to watch that video so that you can pass your exams.